I started as an electrical engineer, trained as an electrical engineer, and double jacket, master's and PhD. And that's a big part of the story and a big part of the transformation. I think that's true. I got out in 1997. I think like many coming out of Georgia Tech, I started with getting things done. A technical performer, driven, as we're trained to do. Over time, because of many reasons, but the one I remember that really sticks with me is a colleague said, "Mike, I'll give you this, you get things done, but could you be more graceful?" I like to think over time, risen to different leadership positions, especially at the executive level, working in Washington, D.C., to really build a leadership game that's a servant model and a real focus on people. As I laid out in my interview and discussed at the recent town hall, I first started with the first 90 days, meeting people, learning about the work, and more importantly, learning about the incredible talent we have here at GTRI, learning the connections we have with campus, our sponsors, stakeholders. But the vision starts really with building on what we already have. We deliver incredible solutions rapidly for our nation's security. There's also opportunities, I think, to expand and grow, both with partnering with industry, perhaps looking at the space applications. I think for us, the organization will need to be focused on agility, resiliency, and speed, and looking for ways organizationally to make things more efficient. And now it's time for strategy, reacting as fast as we can to the new priorities, and really getting out of the way and allowing our people to innovate. When we meet with our sponsors, we're going to tell the story of GTRI and what we can do. We think we can do more for them, especially at the mission level and at the architecture level, and especially with new priorities. The Golden Dome for America is one example. We're engaged already, and we want to build on that. And so I'll be on the road in the next couple months talking to our stakeholders in Washington, D.C., and in a variety of other of our field offices. Really believe in the concept of radical candor, which means I care for you personally, but we can challenge each other on schedules and the task and the work. It's a great way to get better. My first undergraduate class here at Georgia Tech, I was in digital signal processing, which ranked #1 in the world, still is. I'll never forget in that first class, in my first class at Georgia Tech, I was in a senior level undergraduate course, Professor Mark Smith, and the homework sets and the problem sets were so difficult, they didn't seem like they had anything to do with the course in the class. And one brave student raised his hand and said, "Professor Smith, these problem sets are basically too hard. It doesn't make sense with this class." And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that's a great question. And Professor Smith, this very tall person, turned around from the blackboard, looked at us and said, "Boys and girls, this is Georgia Tech." He became a mentor and a friend and eventually encouraged me to go on to my PhD program. And I just remember that transfer. It was really the beginning of the transformation when you come here until you get out. It's a journey. I'll continue that journey all the way until the final chapter.